What up, friendlies? Hope you guys are well. I am pretty convinced that a lot of you guys are going to become wage slaves. Here's why I believe this. Because the way your bills are set up right now, many of you, they're not designed to absorb the shock that is coming. And it's going to be brutal for at least 95% of you guys that are not ready. And it's crazy because on this channel, I've been talking about why you guys need to start your own home care business and get to the money quickly. Get to the money as quickly as possible. But it seems to me that some people here are still stuck. And they don't accept that they're stuck, which is fine because, we all get stuck in life. And what's happening now is that there are certain laws that have been written, okay? Especially in a lot of these like red states, to make it more difficult for you to get past legislation. What I mean by that is, if you want to get your home care license, so many obstacles. They're putting in so many obstacles into place in order for you to get your license, to acquire your home care license, which is fine, because you can overcome this. How you can overcome this is through using AI. And by the way, greetings from my village. This is my village. I'm chilling over here in Africa, relaxing. I've built a system that can absorb all these shocks. That's why I'm able to do what I do. I control my time, and I'm able to hang out in my village. But some of you do not control your time. Somebody else controls your time, which is not a good thing. Whoever controls your time becomes your slave master, unfortunately. And it's been raining, so I gotta walk carefully because there's a lot of mud over here. So I gotta be very careful. So what I'm saying is that there's been a lot of laws that have been written recently that have made it very, very difficult for people to acquire their license. But it's not impossible. Let me tell you why I'm saying it's not impossible for you to overcome this obstacle. Because there's AI now. What used to take you, let's say, a month to do, you can literally do it in a matter of hours or even a few days using AI. This is how quickly you can move when you accept, or you adopt, and you implement artificial intelligence. Now, I've already done a video that talks about using Claude Cowork. Claude Cowork is a new AI that I personally have started to use, and I love it. You can leverage Claude Cowork to help you with the licensing process, to do the paperwork, to do your policy and procedures and that sort of thing. And you can also leverage Claude Cowork to do your accounting. Instead of you hiring a full-time employee that can do your accounting, or a personal assistant, for example, all these annoying tasks that you have to do as a business owner, you can leverage AI. You can tell AI to do all these things. I talked about even things like invoicing. If you have an invoicing system that you've designed, and I've designed an invoicing system that makes sense. For example, after a sales call, once the sales call is finished, I have an AI that collects all the notes, that does a follow-up with the client on what we talked about. And then it does a follow-up with the invoicing process. And this is something I had to do manually by myself. I had to literally log into my invoicing software. It'll take me like maybe an hour. Then I would have to go into DocuSign, if you guys are familiar with DocuSign, and then upload the contract manually. Then once I upload the contract manually, I would have to email the client manually. It's a headache. But now with AI, what you literally can do now is you can instruct your AI to do all these manual tasks. Mumble? By the way, this guy's herding goats. Check out his goats. Huh? Man, Africa's different though. It's different. You can literally tell this AI to do all the manual stuff for you. And I love that. I love that. The thing about it is this. Time is something you can never get back. And this is what I love about AI, is that you can buy your time back. And this is why I keep hitting on this, that if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being stuck, you need to invest in yourself. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Schedule a call. Invest in yourself. Here's what's going to happen. Once you invest in yourself, you're going to join my private membership group. I've created a private membership group of other people that are like-minded, that are serious about getting to the money. Not just about wasting time, because a lot of people like to waste time. Let me tell you. Let me sit right here. A lot of people like to waste time, but we're not about time-wasting activities over here on this channel. They like to waste time on, talking about the application process. Yeah, the application process is annoying and it's tedious. In fact, there are a lot of private equity companies that have paid lawmakers to make it more difficult for people like me and you to apply for a license. And they did that on purpose. Let me tell you why they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose so that they can enslave people like you. It means that they can employ people like you and pay them nothing, pay them slave wages. That's exactly what's happening. You can still overcome this, like I said, but it requires you to invest in yourself. Join my private membership group of other like-minded people that are going through the same problems that you're going through. What we do on this channel is we prioritize getting to the money. How we prioritize getting to the money is by focusing on private paying clients that have the money. Medicare's broke. You guys are seeing it. The economy is falling apart. Most states right now are running out of money because all the money is going to bomb people in the Middle East. Okay, that's the harsh reality, guys. So you need to invest in yourself, start your home care business, be part of the community, be part of the private membership group. Because the other thing that's really, really difficult to do is to start a business by yourself. Because it's very lonely. It's a lonely journey. A lot of these things that I had to learn by myself and share with you guys so that you guys can win out here. Because at the end of the day, most of you guys, you're immigrants. You're African immigrants, you're Caribbean immigrants. You're watching my content, you can relate to everything that I'm talking about right here. You are the ones that are actually putting in the work. So why not control the systems yourself? I'll give you the blueprint once you join the private membership group, okay? Link in the description. Talk to you soon.